Hi, I'm Alec Burns, Head of Property Services at SBHA. I hope you're all keeping safe and well during this time. Throughout the lockdown period, we have been maintaining as many key services as possible whilst working hard behind the scenes planning for the reintroduction of services. Now that lockdown is easing, we are reintroducing some services in line with Scottish Government's roadmap. We want to assure you that with every step we take, our focus is on the health and safety and well-being of our tenants and team members within SBHA. As you will appreciate, due to the current restrictions such as social distancing measures that have been put in place, some processes may take that little bit longer, and we would like to thank you for your patience while we work through this. The latest updates will be available on our website www.sbha.org.uk and on our Facebook page. For the time being, our offices remain closed to the public and we are providing as many services as possible via telephone, email, and we have continued to provide emergency services throughout the duration of the lockdown. We are now reviewing the non-emergency repair services that were reported to us both prior to lockdown and throughout the period of lockdown, and are currently making contact with our tenants to carry out these repairs where it is deemed safe to do so. As you will appreciate, we have a considerable backlog to get through, so we thank you for your patience and understanding while we do this. Our main priority from day one is keeping you safe, and it may take us slightly longer to get round to carrying out the work due to ensuring that your safety and that of our team is always maintained and is paramount to everything that we do. For your safety and ours, please remember to stick to social distancing measures and guidelines whilst our tradespersons are in your home. When our teams visit your home, they will present their SBHA identification card, badge, and prior to entering the home they will ask you a few questions just to check that the circumstances have not changed and everything is well and is safe for them to enter into the property. We've had a few questions that have been raised over the past few days, and I'd like to answer a couple of these now, which have got a familiar theme, and I don't want to single out any individuals, so I'll answer the ones that have come up on more than one occasion, just to give you a bit more background. So some of the things that have come up when in the messages that were received. For example, I reported my repair before lockdown and it has still not been carried out. When will it be done? When will it be done? It's a non-urgent routine repair. So just to clarify things here, we have different repairs categories for our responsive repairs teams, which are emergency, urgent or routine work that needs to be completed out with the planned replacement cycle set out in SBHA's published planned maintenance programme. Repairs can only be requested by the tenant registered with SBHA. Our emergency repairs are those repairs that are deemed necessary to prevent serious damage to the property or which may be a health and safety risk. SBHA will attend to all emergency repairs within 2 hours of notification and complete within 4 hours, wherever possible. It may be essential to make safe at the initial visit and arrange for additional materials to be required to complete the works fully. If essential services are disrupted, they will be reconnected within 24 hours. The Right to Repairs Act for those which must be carried out within the timescales noted under the Right to Repair Scotland Act 2001. Our urgent repairs are those that seriously affect the comfort, convenience of the occupier. SBHA will attend to these repairs within 3 working days. Routine repairs are those that will not be seriously interfere with the comfort and convenience of the occupier, can wait a short time before they are dealt with, but cannot be left to the next cycle of the planned maintenance programme. SBHA has two categories of routine repairs: routine urgent, which will be attended within 10 working days, and routine within 20 working days. So that hopefully helps to explain our repairs categories that we carry out, and there is more information available on our website with regards to our repairs and maintenance policy and the repair service standards, and you can access information to see what category your repair would likely fall into if you have any doubt whatsoever. Another question that's come up quite frequently is, I've been shielding throughout the period of lockdown. I'm nervous about anyone coming into my home, and what precautions will SBHE be taking when doing the work, and what do I need to do to allow this to happen and keep me safe? We've been working on key principles of keeping tenants safe from day one of lockdown, and the methods of communicating and delivering property related services has and will significantly change from those pre-COVID-19. The safety of tenants is paramount, and the following principles have and will be adopted as we move forward through remobilisation and beyond. So we are risk assessing works prior to carrying anything out, and tenants have been asked a series of questions to determine if they are isolating and or have symptoms linked to COVID-19, or if any members of their family who reside in the tenancy have any of these symptoms. Where symptoms have existed, the services have been delayed until after the isolating period has finished. Employees and or contractors are clear about immediately flagging up if they are experiencing any COVID-19 related symptoms, and immediately isolate so not to put our tenants at risk of any infection. And we've had that in place since the very beginning of lockdown, and we maintained that all the way through. So the risk assessments and method statements of work that we have in place ensures that we are keeping our tenants safe. Protecting shielding tenants. Tenants who are shielding are obviously have been at greater risk from COVID, and where at all possible, services will not be delivered in these households until such time as shielding is lifted. Where works are required at home of a shielding person, and then emergency or gas safety checks, for example, and the shielded tenant has specifically asked for the works to be carried out, then additional measures will be put in place. For example, additional PPE. You'll have seen the phrase PPE coming up time and time again throughout the briefings and news casts that have happened throughout the COVID-19 period. So the PPE, if you're not sure what it is, stands for personal protective equipment, and that is there in order to minimise any risk to anyone within the household and to our employees at the same time. Social distancing works. Tenants and any other household members are requested when we are carrying out works to remain in an alternative room where possible, and to keep all doors in the property open if that is suitable to them, and again that minimises any hand contact on doors, handles, etc. whilst we're in the property. It's key that everyone maintains social distancing measures whilst we're carrying out the works, and our operatives have all been well briefed, as have our external contractors, in how they should apply this when working in anyone's homes. It can be a challenging time, particularly where schools and some workplaces are closed, which means increased household members are present, but it is necessary to reduce the risk of infection, and we appreciate your cooperation with this. If you feel that your original request is now an emergency and something that may cause injury or damage to your home, then please let us know as quickly as possible by calling 0800 0193 222. If you have a repair, please contact us and we will advise you on the next steps. We may ask you to send us a photo or video if you are able to do so, and that helps us to diagnose the repair and make sure that we get the repair carried out right first time. So if you're asked to do this and you have the facility where you can share either photographic evidence or take part in a video just to let us see where the repair activity is, it will certainly speed up the process in enabling us to quickly diagnose what's required and get the repair carried out satisfactorily for you. We ask that if your repair is not an emergency, where possible you report this by email to inquiries@sbha.org.uk or via our website, so that we can keep our phone lines clear for those who do have emergency issues which we may have to deal with. Quite soon you will be able to log your repairs onto our app, My SBHA. You can download the app if you've not already done so from Google Play Store or an Apple App Store. Our team is here to support you and keep safe, so please contact us if you have any concerns. The key thing for all of us within SBHA throughout the period of lockdown is to make sure that we have kept our tenants safe and our employees safe, and put in place the social distancing measures that allow us to do that when carrying out any repairs. I'd like to thank those who sent in a number of comments, and hopefully we've addressed some of your key concerns that was raised through that. There will be other opportunities where you can ask me questions in the future. I'm very keen to keep this type of dialogue ongoing with everyone so that we can address any issues which you may consider that required to be done. And I'd like to take this opportunity once again to thank you all for your support and cooperation and patience during this extremely difficult time over the past few months. On that note, I'd just like to say goodbye and thank you all, and once again, keep safe, keep well, and most importantly of all, keep in touch with us if you have any concerns. Thank you and goodbye.